Hello again, time for another Sunday outing, and I cannot believe it's actually 4 months since we last went out into the to doing a waterfall or a bushwalk.
I know.
Halloween, 31st of October, and it's now the 20th of February.
Can't believe it.
Where has the time gone? Anyway, never mind. It's good to get out. We're going to Witches Falls today, which is on Mount Tamborine. So we've been Mount Tamborine before, but we've not been to Witches Falls. So let's go and check it out and see what it's about.
I am ridiculously excited to go on this walk. As you say, we haven't been out. It sounds like we haven't actually left the house. Sorry, it sounds like we haven't been out for 4 months, but we have been out. We just haven't been on our hiking walk. But it'll be good.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. It's about an hour to Mount Tamborine from us, so off we go. This walk, Witches Chase, starts at the end of this road, which is over here. Down that path. Now, ordinarily we would stop at a picnic area, but we can't find a picnic area quite round here. So what we're doing is we're sitting in the back of the car for our lunch, and then we'll set off and do the walk. This hike that we're doing today, this walk that we're doing today, is actually two walks. We've got Witches Chase, which is a lead into the Witches Falls circuit. So they're all up. I think it's about 5.2. I'll have to check that, the distance. But so yes, it's a walk in, and then the circuit round by the falls. And about halfway there is a picnic area, so we might stop for a bit of refreshment there. And we'll see how it goes. So it's not too sunny today, nice temperature as well, so no chance of getting sunburnt, very little chance of getting sunburnt anyway. So here we go. A few metres down the road and we've come to the sign, so that's a good thing. We're on the right track. Tamborine National Park, Queensland's first. I did not know this was Queensland's first national park. Anyway, this is the Witches Falls section. Off down here.
Let's go, see what we can find. Very green and lush. This looks quite familiar, doesn't it?
I don't know, does it?
Yes. Didn't we come through somewhere like this before? Where maybe that was the way they used to do all the national parks.
Oh, it could be.
2 posts like this. Oh, it's very slippy. We're going to have to be very careful today.
It's a good job we've got our Kathmandu hiking boots on.
Is there anything there that says any dangers? No. Apart from witches, looks like we're pretty safe.
Witches Falls picnic area and car park 2.8 kilometres and the lookout 1.3.
We were just saying how slippy this was because it's been wet, but if you look, it looks like it's pure clay. Look at that. It's very, very red and very rich, but it actually feels just like clay. So we're going to look up and see what this mountain's made of, if it is a mountain of clay.
Is that a good idea, to sort of like coat the bottom of your shoes?
Way!
Alison's taking pictures of the flora for her little flora sort of album. But I look back and I looked at this track that we've just come down, and it's actually quite steep. It's no wonder it was slippy. It's actually quite steep. Yeah, didn't realise that when we were walking down. So just come around this little bend and we've come across this view. I'm not sure what those lakes are over there. Might have to have a look on the map and see what those lakes are. But we are still going down. An archway specially made for us. Look at this, how cute. Oh, you gotta duck down.
Robert, I must just say to you, when we come on some of these days out like this, and it's all like all overgrown, it's all coming at you, it just makes me feel like when I was a child and I used to go kind of exploring on my own. It was only at the Scouts field up the road, but it had sort of a woods and everything around it, and the only thing missing, I used to always take my dog as well, but the only thing missing apart from my dog is a big stick. I always had a stick.
A whacking stick,
So you
thrashing
need-
stick.
Thrashing stick. So we need to find a big wacky stick to be able to get through all this.
There's one here,
'Cause you
right
can-
on the floor.
Yes, you've got to be able to poke things and
There.
There.
As if it was
My
ready-made.
magic. There we go. That's exactly. I am complete.
I'm not sure whether I actually want to go in front now or whether I should let you go in front.
Yes, when I said I can poke things.
Hope.
Come on, keep up.
We've just passed the couple. They were coming back. Actually, we saw them earlier. And they came down the track and they were just on the way back. They said it got a little bit slippy for them down here. So hopefully it won't be too slippery.
The bit that Robert's missing out is when they said it was too slippy for them, both of us immediately looked at their feet to see what foot attire they were wearing and if they were in suitable footwear.
Absolutely, because we have our Kathmandu shoes on with our Vibram soles, especially made for bushwalking. Now, Kathmandu have not paid us. In fact, they probably don't even know we're saying this. It might be better if they don't. But they are excellent shoes, and yeah, we love them, and they've got great grip on them with the Vibram soles.
So let's just hope, us being so sanctimonious and righteous, that we don't slip on our butts.
I know. But maybe Kathmandu will actually see our videos one day and say,
Yes.
we want to sponsor you.
Here's a free pair. Have one each.
We've got one each.
No, not a pair. Have one each.
One shoe each. Right. The sun's coming out. It's coming through the trees a little bit. We've got a little bit of shadows on the ground. Lovely. I'm not sure what all these are here on the rocks.
Oh yeah, they're like a form of lily, aren't they?
Yeah.
Let's go and see what it actually feels like it looks. Let's just see. Oh, it's velvety. It's velvety. I have a feel of it. That's really, really weird. Didn't expect that. Yeah.
Oh well, if anybody knows what this is, please let us know.
When we say sometimes on these walks that, although they're really sort of jungly, and there's so much flora and so much plant life and things here, they don't often have a smell to them. This has actually got a beautiful smell to this. It's really woody and, I don't know, there's a very soft undertone of floral, very floral undertone. Really, really beautiful, really soft. Lovely.
Maybe because we haven't been out for so long. We've
Hallucinating.
Forgotten what the outside smells like. Oh dear. Walk on. When we do these walks, we take our time. We don't just rush through them. I can't remember whether I've said this before or not, but so we have gone half a kilometre in 26 minutes. So we've not exactly been powering through it, but we like to stop and look at the flowers. We like to stop and look at the wildlife. I think we saw some legless lizards just before, but they're a little bit quick to capture. Hopefully we'll see some more. And the views, and just we go on a 5 kilometre walk, and it's billed as it's an hour and a half or something like that. And we generally take sort of three hours, maybe more sometimes, just enjoying the atmosphere and being out. It's so much more pleasant than just whipping through and going like, oh, I've just done a 5 kilometre walk through the bush and like not seen anything. So anyway, so we'll carry on. Some steps here.
Go. Down in one piece.
Those trees have got things growing out of them.
Yes, those are very expensive. They're air. What do they call them? They have a special name. So they grow, their roots grow in air, and the root system attaches to the bark of another tree. But they sell those, and they're very, very expensive. People do have them on the side of their houses and things, and you graft them on.
Okay. Oh, look at this. There's lots of these little sort of shaded tunnelways. This one is completely grown over, and it really is just like a little tunnel. Wow. How good is this?
Survived that one.
I was just thinking, seeing you with that stick is perhaps another thing. Next time we're at Kathmandu, we'll see if they've got some walking sticks.
Yeah, you can get the ones that fold up, can't you? So that they're easy to carry or whatever. Do you think we're going to look a little bit kind of nah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of dressed the same in 2 walking sticks. Not a good look. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Need longer legs. I don't know about a stick. Shorter legs. 2 shorter legs. 2. No, that's.
Legs are too short.
My legs are too short. That's the one.
Red berries.
Yeah. So we've got. Oh, there they are. They're up there. I could see red berries on the floor, but I couldn't see where they were from. They're from that tree up there.
Are they coffee beans?
Well,
Oh wow.
they look like cherries, don't they?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I know coffee beans. I think coffee beans are red, aren't they?
They are. Let's see. Would we be able to tell?
Oh, you would if you opened it up. Ooh, this looks a little bit challenging. We've just passed some people who said it's a bit rocky. And straight away, we've got some narrow bit. It's not that narrow, but with it being a bit slippy, just got to watch your feet. Watch your footing, is what I meant to say.
Now this is the first of the, what were they called? The national parks?
First National Park.
First National Park.
Queensland's.
First National Park in Queensland. And you can see that it's a lot more rough and ready than a lot of the other trails we've been on.
True. Yes, actually this has just got stones for steps, whereas some of the others have got concreted steps in, haven't they?
Yeah, and extra rail guards and things.
Yes.
So.
Cafes.
Escalators.
Taxi service. Although I'm surprised Uber haven't done it. Uber Bush or something like that. So.
That might be a different kind of service altogether.
Yeah, we have come across a few rocks now. Now you're perfectly safe, Alison, because there's no water here. If there was water, you'd be falling off.
That is very slippy, Robert.
It looks a bit slippy, yeah. Watch your step.
Oh, it goes on for quite a bit.
Does it?
Just a little bit.
Okay, I'm right behind you. We're past the rock fall now, and it did look like that the rocks had fallen down the side of the mountain here, but it was a bit of a scramble across them, especially as they're still a bit wet and slimy. So you had to use your hands in place as well. So if you come down this way, that rocky bit, especially in the wet, make sure you've got some good shoes on, and you should be all right. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. Yeah. You know those signs you get on the fairgrounds where it says, if you are not this height, you cannot...
Yes.
Okay, here we
You're
go.
not this slim.
If you are not this slim, you cannot go down this path. I'm not sure I'll get through here. Let's have a look. Ah! Oh, just...
Oh, you are not even turning sideways. That's a cheat. Let's see. I think my hips are going to be a bit big for this.
No, you're easy.
Oh,
Ooh, a little bit of a wiggle.
It was a
bit of a wiggle.
What do you think? Do you think this looks like a good spot to sit?
Absolutely.
It's like the root of a tree it's sort of, there you go, it's not too bad, it's sort of high enough. And oh, look at this. We have a built-in thrashing stick place there. Just made for me. Civilization.
Oh, there's a little fence and a handrail here. Now, actually, is this the start? I wonder if this is the start of the loop. There's certainly some water around here.
Yes, you can hear.
Okay, so let's have a look at the falls lookout down this track here. And then we'll do the loop by the lagoon. Yeah, look over the edge there.
Oh.
This is the Witches Falls. Now I've just seen a little sign over here. Sid Curtis recounts how his mother, Mrs. Hilda Curtis, as an 8-year-old girl, named the falls whilst rounding up the cows after school. So sometimes the cows would wander down off the mountain, and by the time she got them back up and along to the creek, it would be dark on a cloudy night, pitch black within the rainforest. So anyway, like most children in those days, Hilda was raised on Grimm's fairy tales, stories full of witches and giants and frightening creatures. She was sure that the dark forest on the creek was haunted, so she called them Witches' Falls, and the name has stuck. So there you go. Hilda Curtis, 8-year-old girl, named these falls because the forest was a scary place at night. So beautiful lookout. I'll show you the lookout, and then we'll go and do the circuit down by the lagoon. And there's a day use area down there where there are picnic tables, so we'll stop for maybe a quick refreshment.
You know when you said you could feel the hairy caterpillar where it had been?
Yes.
So I didn't feel it at first, I just plucked it off, and I can feel that it's rolled like that. I can actually feel the spots where it's hit and rolled down. So I'm trying not to scratch or to even touch it because it goes like fire all the way down.
Yeah. We do like the waterfall walks. I think something about the sound of the water that's quite soothing.
I love it. My dad always says so when we go on holiday, places we've been on holiday, and it's either when they do a tour to go and see a sunset or a tour to go and see a waterfall, and he always goes, not another bloody waterfall or not another sunset, no thank you. He's seen enough in his lifetime to last him a lifetime. But I don't tire of them. I could do this every week and listen to them and watch them. It's beautiful.
We've crossed over that little bridge and now we're on the circuit, so it goes round the lagoon.
I'm just going to whisper something on camera. You're on these tracks and you might not see somebody for an hour, and the tracks are literally this wide. One side goes up like this and one side goes down the side of a mountain, so you have to pass each other by going like this or standing still. And it's very odd that you do get some people that can manage to go past you in silence and not even make eye contact when you're this close to each other.
So looking at the sign, and it's at Witches Falls Car Park 1.8. Witches Falls Car Park the other way, up to the left, is 1.4. So that makes it a 3.2 kilometre circuit. We better get a move on.
I know,
Better get a crack on, yeah.
Get these
All
little
right.
legs moving.
Off we go then. We'll go the clockwise way round, I think. There we go, 3.1 kilometre circuit.
Well, this looks an easier.
What do you think these are?
It looks like it's to protect some of the ceilings.
Oh, they put some new trees in.
Yeah.
I don't know what that pile of them over there is.
Yeah, they've just fallen over, haven't they?
Maybe.
You wouldn't, ugh.
Bit boggy.
You wouldn't think you'd need to repopulate such a densely wooded area as this, would you?
I don't know. Here's another strange fungus. Not quite sure what this is either, so if anybody knows, put a comment, let us know. A few more steps here to go up. Actually, I don't think we're too far up to road level now.
Okay.
I wonder what these little berries are here. We'll have to check that up. Once again, if anybody knows, let us know.
I could stop saying jungle.
Yeah, it's not really jungle, is it?
It's not jungle. So that's rainforest we've just come up from, and then we're now onto sort of the wooded area, a typical sort of wooded footpath.
Yeah, which should go to the car park and the lagoon. We're up at the top by the road here, and there are some houses which back onto this track. And although I don't really fancy the idea of having a house that backs onto the walking track and the falls, I can imagine sitting out there at night with a barbecue. Feel the serenity. Feel the serenity. This strikes me as being a little bit strange, that you should put a gate, private property, keep out no trespassing, but yet there is actually nothing on the other side, no fence or anything, just a gate in the middle of a side of a hill. Okay, so we popped out of the path and there's a cemetery right next to the picnic area. There we go. And a car park. Actually, it doesn't look a bad little picnic area. So, looks like some toilets here as well. A few tables and some barbecues. Right, so I think we might stop and just have a quick refreshment before we carry on.
Yes. Whilst we've come across the cemetery here, we've just stopped to have a little bit of refreshment, and I'm going to give you some awesome facts about cemeteries. So you don't actually buy a plot of land in a cemetery, you lease it, and leases are typically between 25 and 100 years. And in New South Wales there is a grave fact that you need to be aware of. The lease is only for 25 years, after which time you can either renew the lease, or the council has the right to dig up your loved one's remains and put them elsewhere and release off that plot. So beware. That's it. I haven't come across any more facts.
I was beginning to feel that we've played it a little bit safe with this one, but here we go. Here's our warning. Here's our danger. Look out, death follows. Warning, landslip area ahead. Walk through without stopping. Do not use track in wet weather. There we go. You have been told.
I know.
Righty,
It's good
let's
to have a little bit
go
of
and not
danger.
stop then.
Yes.
We've just come out of the landslip area now, which was quite a steep descent. It's sort of like an S-bends on a narrow path all the way down. And it was fine. It was like, because it's dry and it's nice, but I can imagine in wet weather, like it says don't use in wet weather, but it could be a bit slippy and a bit dangerous. You could end up sort of like getting down this side of the mountain a lot quicker than you intended.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not too far off the lagoon now, so we'll see what the seasonal lagoon is like. Might be a nice place to go for a swim one day. And all of a sudden, now we're under the trees, and we're in quite a dark area, and it's still very wet underfoot as well. Obviously, not had a chance to dry out from the rains, and in fact, it's probably damp like this quite a lot of the time, I would think. So, yeah.
It's actually, it was like actually just walking through a door from one room into another room. It's just completely changed, just turned a corner, and it's become this beautiful tropical rainforest again.
And the humidity that goes with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's steaming.
This section's a little bit muddy. I think it's been well walked, which is probably the cause. You through?
Yes.
That Ninja Warrior obstacle course. We just met some guys coming back who said the lagoon is a bit of a disappointment. Apparently there's not much water and lots of mud. Goodness, this is quite muddy. Is this the lagoon? I think this is the lagoon. Yeah, there's a sign there. Okay. Lagoon. Or not. Well, that was pretty boggy, we got sort of mud all, I think, down my legs. So that's, yeah, that wasn't really worth the trip. In fact, to be honest with you, even if there was water in it, I'm not sure, it doesn't look really like somewhere where you'd want to swim, to be honest with you.
No.
Yeah. No, we'll leave that one off the list. Here's another contrast. You just come out of the mud underfoot, dark, canopy, dank, and you just come up the path and you get, wow, wonderful views again. Beautiful. That's the contrast of bushwalking. We've reached the end of the circuit and we are now back almost at the lookout. So from there we'll take the Witch's Chase track back to the car, which is basically travelling the same way as we came down.
We think this could be the fossil of a leaf. Just that's the outside of it, and there's the inside.
It could well be.
In this rock.
Or a claw. Might be a claw.
Oh, that wasn't a good idea. It's all falling on me. Oh. Nearly back. It's very, very humid.
And back out to the little slip path that leads back up to the road. Yeah, so there we have it. The Witch's Chase track and the Witch's Falls circuit. I gotta say, like, all trails, love you to bits. And you don't sponsor me, but feel free to if you want to. Love you to bits. Your site is brilliant. Get some great ideas for some tracks from there. And the commentary is superb, but seriously, your distances are way out. Yeah. You need to work on your distances. I think it said 5.6 for this. Now forgive me if I'm wrong, I will check it. And it's 7.4. That's a little bit of a difference. Yes. 7.4 kilometers, not 5.6. But fantastic day, really enjoyed it. It was lovely, lots of shelter. You could do this in the sunshine. It was a bit muddy underfoot and the lagoon was not
existent. Not existent.
But yes. Yeah, fantastic day. It's good to get out into the fresh air again. So big thumbs up from me.
Very, very enjoyable day.
Fantastic, and we'll see you in the next one. But if you like this video, don't forget, hit like, and if you feel like it, subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications, because it really does help us out. And also you'll get to know when we make new videos as well. So if you like this one, you'll probably like the others. So until we see you in the next one, we'll head off home. Bye bye.